the Central Channel, it's Tuesday once again, and it is B12 day, so lucky you. I apologise for not making a video last week. It basically came down to I couldn't find my camera, and when I did find the camera, the batteries were dead, and I didn't have any replacements, so I couldn't make one. Sorry. But I'll pretty much tell you about my week. This last weekend I went back home and went up to a car club. Well, not really a car club, just sort of a car meeting up in Nashville, Tennessee, 9th Avenue and Commerce Street. If you are out in Nashville or in the Middle Tennessee area on Saturday nights, go to 9th Avenue and Commerce. There's a quite a large car park where people meet up. Skyline GTS, I believe it was there. Bunch of 240 SXs with SR20s, several Fairlady 350Zs, few Sentras. You know, I don't have any footage of it because once again couldn't find my camera. I just now found it, so it's because I had to really thoroughly look for it. It was way lost, but so did that. Next time I go up, I'll be probably going up next weekend. I'll film some of it if I can. I'm going to talk a little bit about B12 upgrades. Just sort of everyday things that you can do to your B12 Sentra and or Sunny that will make it more reliable, better vehicle. Probably the first one that everyone knows about are the sway bars. Not all of the B12 Sentras came with front and rear sway bars. They all came with rear sway bars. It's actually called a torsion bar, and it's responsible for keeping the rear wheels actually in place in the suspension setup. So the best upgrade you can get is from the 87 through 88, I might be wrong, but I think it's 88 through 89 actually. Pulsar NX SE with the CA18DE engine in it. They're sway bars. They're larger diameter, much harder to find. You won't be able to get them from car parts stores. No one will carry them, and then Nissan dealerships can't even get them, so you have to go to a scrapyard to get them. I have, however, found an intermediary between the SE sway bars and the stock Sentra sway bars, and that's in the Sentra Sport Coupe, which is its own little sort of chassis. It's very different. Steve, whenever he posts a video, he'll show you his, but they actually have sway bars front and rear from the factory, and they are larger than the stock Sentra ones, but they're smaller still than the SE ones. So if you just want a sort of an intermediary, that's a good one. Another upgrade are the B13 brake systems. Obviously you can do the ADV22s from the, I think it's the GTIR, I might be wrong about that. It's either the GTIR or SER. I think it might actually be the NX2000, to be honest. You can do those brake upgrades. You can also do just a factory stock B13 brake upgrades. You'll need the rotors, the pads, the mounting bracket for the caliper, and the caliper itself. The hubs are the same. They will bolt up to the hubs. It goes from the flat pancake sort of pointless rotors that overheat quite constantly to a vented rotor that is just much more surface area and it stops much better. There's actually a post on nissanforums.com, I believe, about how to do a rear brake conversion to disc brakes in a B12 Sentra. I believe Recycled Toddler is the individual who did that. I could be mistaken on that, so don't quote me on that, but you have to make an adapter plate. Another common upgrade is a tachometer gauge cluster. Sport Coupes came with them. I think the SE models came with them. But you can go to the scrapyard, find a tachometer gauge cluster and install it in your B12 Sentra. Obviously, technically, by law, you're supposed to swap out the speedometers because of the mileage issue. It's the right thing to do. I know most people don't, but it is the right thing to do, so do it, and if you don't do it, don't tell anyone. There's also a write-up thread on that on Nissan forums. Those are just some very, very easy upgrades you can do. They don't cost a lot of money, they don't take a lot of time. It's just something to make your B12 handle better, stop better, and just have better control over your car. So, cheers with that, and have a good week. By the way, great video last Thursday about wastegates and turbo, so thanks to AKX Ads for explaining that to people. So, keep tuned.